everybody, and welcome back to the Rodeo Diaries. Today I'm going to be doing barrel racer lingo and kind of describing some barrel racing terms so everybody can kind of get a grasp on what everything means, because let me tell you, barrel racing is like super confusing when you first start and you hear things and you're literally like, what the heck does that mean? So today I'm going to explain it to you. This is entering edition, so a lot of these terms are used when you're at a barrel race, entering a barrel race, things like that. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to break it down by classes. So if you're looking at entering a barrel race on the sheet, or if you're even at a barrel race and just watching, there is a list of classes that are typically divided by age. So usually the schedule will go Peewee, Open, Youth, sometimes there's Senior, there's not always Senior, and then Second Open. And so first, the Open, you're probably like, what does the Open mean? The Open is a class that everybody can enter. Any age person can enter with any horse. It is open to everybody, hence the name Open. Then you have Peewee, which is 8 and under usually, sometimes 10 and under. Each producer or barrel race kind of varies on the age, but we're not Peewees here, so I am not entering that class. And then there's Youth, which is 18 and under. And then the Second Open is just another open class. You can carry over, which I will explain further on in the video, or you can choose to run your horse again in the Second Open. The Second Open usually doesn't have as much added money, if it even does have added money. So I think a lot of people run their horses in the Open and then just carry over to the Second Open. They usually don't run their horse again. Next on my list is carryovers and side pots. By the way, I feel like everybody's like, why are you looking over here? I'm looking at my computer because I have the list of things that we're gonna go over. But carryovers means so you can carry over your time to the next class. So for example, when I run Easy Money, I just run him in the First Open and then I carry over to the Second Open, or whatever side pots I want to do. He only needs to run once, and I feel like a lot of people do that just to save their horses. You only have so many runs, so why continue to run them over and over again? It's just so much better on their bodies, especially when they're finished, to know their jobs, just to make that one run and be done. So that is what the carryover option is for, which is super nice. To the person that invented that, kudos to you, because that is very helpful. And then side pots. Another thing that you will see on your entry sheet is usually side pots, especially if you're at an added money barrel race. Sometimes they have a futurity side pot, a derby side pot, sometimes they have an adult side pot. You can choose to enter a side pot by what you meet, which requirements you meet. So like, I'm an adult, I could enter the adult side pot if I wanted to. Easy Money, so the Derby is usually 8 and under, so I usually can enter Easy Money in the Derby. Or for example, Latte, when he was running the futurities, he could run in the futurity side pot, which is usually 5 and under. And that's a whole nother thing. If you're like, what the heck is a futurity and a derby? I will explain that in a whole nother video, because that's a whole different animal in itself. Okay, so next up is the draw. If you are a first-time barrel racer, or you are supporting a barrel racer and looking to go watch, you can usually find their name and their horse on the draw. The draw is random, usually like the online website that the producer is using will kind of shuffle the draw, put the riders in the order that they are going to run. And so for example, when I look at the draw, I look for my name and then my horse's name alongside it. So say there's a draw 1 through 100, mine would be Michele Manu, Charmer Guy, draw number 64. That's how you can find your rider or what number they're running in, or you if you're the runner. Next is the drag, which this might be kind of silly, but I feel like some people might not know what a drag is. So most barrel races drag after 5 racers to keep the ground as safe and as fair as possible. So for example, if I'm runner number 64, my drag is draw 61 through 65. That is the group that I'm in between tractor drags, and you'll hear this term a lot because a lot of times they use it, like they'll say they'll let 2 drags in the warm-up pen before the race. So just remember like what drag you are in and then where you kind of go on the food chain for when you're gonna run. So last but not least in my entering edition of Barrel Racer Lingo is different types of barrel races you can compete at. So jackpots, this is a term you will hear often. This is probably the most common barrel race you can go to. Sometimes there's weeknight jackpots, sometimes somebody will put on a Saturday jackpot. This is like your smaller barrel race that typically has like under 150 competitors. If you're from Minnesota, especially northern Minnesota, you know our jackpots are usually like 20 to like maybe 80 people up north. There's not a lot of people that go to the local jackpots, but we have fun. You know who you are, all my barrel racer peeps. Jackpots are really awesome for people that are just starting out, people that are seasoning horses, people that just want to go have fun. Sometimes I just want to go have fun with my friends on a Thursday night at the weeknight jackpot and just get some practice in. Next is added money / added money barrel races. So added money is typically kicked in by the sponsors or by the producers to bring more people in to compete at the barrel race. So for example, the Open might have $1,000 added money. That's just more money that you are able to compete for, which is super nice because it's just really nice getting to go to a barrel race that has a lot of added money. It makes it really worth it, especially if you're making a long trip there. So yeah, added money barrel races usually have a couple hundred people and have a lot. Sometimes the entry fee is a little bit higher, but in the end, the results, the money that is paid out is a lot more than it would be like at a jackpot, for example. Last is super shows, which is not something we typically have up north. That is more common down south. Super shows typically have a few hundred riders to like 1,000 riders, and the entry fees are usually much higher because it is a higher stakes race, which is super cool if you've got a super fast horse or you just want to go have some fun for the weekend and have a chance at winning a ton of money. These races usually have a lot of added money. For example, like the BBR Worlds is a huge super show race. I think I watched that live last year, and I thought there was like 2,000 people or something like that. It was a crazy amount. But like races like that usually have a lot of runners. So well, thank you guys so much for watching and coming to my TED Talk, aka Barrel Racer Lingo. It is like a whole new language up in this barrel racer world. So hopefully this helped you if you are looking to support a barrel racer or new to barrel racing, because like I said, we've got a whole different language here and there is a lot of confusing terms, but hopefully this helps you if you're looking to enter a barrel race or looking to go watch. So yeah, we will see you next time. Bye!